Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode in a series I'm going to call Movie Discussions with Aloe Vera. And trust me, I am working on the name, but for the moment this is what you're going to get. Today's topic, in fact, is Why The World's End with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, directed by Edgar Wright, is the greatest movie of all time. I've forgotten what I've named the series, even though I said it a few seconds ago, but if I named it something movie related, then good on me, but if I named it Aloe Vera's discussion episodes, then that will have to do as well, because I'd like to discuss everything, because if I can't be asked to make a Minecraft video. But anyway, I'm going to move on to my main point of why The World's End is the best movie. The World's End is the third movie in a series of movies created by Edgar Wright and starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, called the Cornetto Trilogy. And if you're British, you'd know what a cornetto is, and if you're American, allow me to teach you. A cornetto is an ice cream that like you get from the corner shop, or you get in a packet of 4 from the co-op or something, and yeah, you just you scrun it, and then yeah. But anyway, The World's End, the Cornetto Trilogy, made by the people I mentioned earlier, is a trilogy of movies that all feature a reference to a cornetto of some sort. The first cornetto in this the first movie in this series was Shaun of the Dead, which is a zombie romantic comedy movie, which first featured cornettos in as a little joke, but then it got Cornetto to sponsor the premiere of the movie, which then led to them including cornettos in the second movie, Hot Fuzz, which is a police drama film. And then in The World's End, the third and final film in the trilogy, they had a very little reference, likely because they knew this is when the trilogy would end. All 3 films have nothing to do with each other, but they're connected with the fact that they all have a reference to cornettos, and they're all directed by and star the same people. So The World's End, now that you're up to speed for my American viewers, The World's End is the last movie in this trilogy of movies. So it had a lot to live up to. It had the brilliance of Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz to follow it into the to follow it. It had to follow that, and I personally believe it did. And people may have given it a hard time due to the fact that it may be, in some beliefs, not as good as the Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. But I personally think that it outclasses them in every manner possible. Point 2. Its cast. The World's End has possibly one of the best British castings I've ever seen. It obviously features Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. It has Paddy, whatever his name is, sorry. I'm doing this all without a script and pre-improv, so Paddy, whatever your name is. The guy from Nativity, sorry, this really isn't very good. Paddy, whatever his name is, the guy from Nativity, Peter? I don't know. Who the fuck is Peter? Yeah, but it has a star-studded cast for British fans, and that is also, you may be thinking, oh yeah, that's what the other films had, so it's not that big of a deal. And yes, you're right, it is. All I've done so far about talked about regarding The World's End is its relation to other films. I haven't talked about the film at all yet, actually, but I'm going to do... Sorry, I'm adjusting the camera. I'm going to do that now. The World's End, I believe, is the best film ever. So, I'm going to start off by saying that my opinion is obviously very biased, because I'm presenting this as if it's logical evidence, and in fact it's just because I really like the film. But we're going to continue. I think this film is amazing, mostly because of the growth of the main character. The main character, Gary King, who is someone who famously peaked in secondary school, or high school for my American viewers, and he refused to let go of it, and that is his motivation for doing the film, for setting the events of the film in place. And I think that is a very good setup for a film, especially because to the audience it's obvious that the film is going to end somehow with Gary letting go of the past and moving on to something else. And I believe that is a better main character progression than in the 2 other Cornetto trilogy films, which is mostly what I'm comparing this film to. In Hot Fuzz, Nicholas Angel starts off as someone who cannot relax, and then he learns to relax, which I think is a good it's a good premise for a very, like, grounded film. In Shaun of the Dead, Shaun starts off as someone who is, like uncommitted, I guess, and then he becomes committed, which is very good, and it was a good way to start the trilogy, but I don't think it holds a candle to The World's End, because I believe, again, that The World's End is the greatest film of all time. I'm going to show you one of the reasons why The World's End is the greatest film of all time. If it lets me put the clip up, I'm going to play it now. I hope I can find the clip just then. If not, this would be very awkward. But you may have noticed that when Gary picks up that 12th pint, there is a little note. I don't know. I don't do music or anything, but there's a little note that plays like a wow. And I believe that that is the best piece of music. Not even music. That is the best note of all time that has ever been played and will ever be played. And that is why I believe that that is the best, one of the best movies of all time. Simply because that one note reflects Gary's, like, that one note, like, it's like, I don't know, it just shows, like, how much this whole journey is meant to Gary. But, yeah, I purely think that that note is a brilliant note, and it's just so good. I think I'm going to enjoy making this series, because it's just me pure waffling for, like, for however long this is. It's probably going to be about 6 minutes once I'm done. But, yeah, yeah, this is going to be, it's a short video. But I couldn't be, as I said earlier, I could not be bothered to make a Minecraft video today. I didn't realise that these videos are gonna have to be quite heavily edited to make them entertaining, but there'll be no massive cuts or anything, which I'm quite glad about. So yeah, and yeah, I don't know really, there'll be no big cuts or anything in this video, just because this is just me really talking to myself pretty much. Yeah, but I think the world's... Hold on, I'll be right back. I just said I'm not going to make a cup, I'm going to make one. We're back, and this is what I was wanting to show you. This DVD, I got it for like £2 at CEX, and it's genuinely brilliant. And to prove I'm not biased, I have Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz on DVD. I think I just left Hot Fuzz while I was on holiday, I left it somewhere. But, you know, we keep going, but yeah. I love this film so much. I've watched this film about 6 or 7 times now, and I've watched reviews and breakdowns of it, many more than that, and I also have it bought. I love this film so much, and I also have it bought on YouTube, so I can watch it whenever I want, wherever I want, and that just goes to show you how influential this film has been to me. I absolutely love it. There are so many good moments in this film, and I beg of you, if you watch this video and you enjoyed it, go watch this film afterwards. You need to, because I can't guarantee that it'll change your life, but it will be a good hour and a half. It's a good film, so go watch it. I hope you all like and subscribe for more videos like this, because they're fun to make. Goodbye, everyone.